And welcome back. We're in the kitchen with Chef Kayleen and cheesemonger from Artisan Cheese Company. And this is a great spread. I'm ready to make something.
Yeah, so today we're making raclette. And raclette is a dish as well as a type of cheese.
Oh.
So raclette means to scrape. And the dish itself is traditionally served with potatoes, cured meats, and pickles.
Oh, I like the idea.
So what's really fun about this dish is even though we're in Florida, I like to use it as a way to get any odds and ends you have in your fridge.
Oh, okay.
So instead of potatoes, you could use carrots, beets, root vegetables.
In the Midwest, Jeffrey calls this a casserole. I like your word better.
Yeah, it's the deconstructed version. So.
Yeah, I love it.
All right, so you started off with some potatoes, and I guess, Jeffrey,
Right.
you're supposed to be making some of those?
No, I'm good at that. I'm good at that.
Careful with the
I'm a
fingers.
sous chef. So you just basically cut them in half so that they all grill about the same.
Exactly, and then they're going to be tossed in some olive oil, salt, and pepper.
Okay.
Right.
And if you're at home, you can just put these on a baking tray and roast in the oven until they're golden brown.
Are those little fingerlings or yellow russet? What kind
They're
are they? They're so
cute.
tiny.
Yeah, these ones are just little baby Yukon Golds.
Oh, nice.
I really like these for their really buttery flavor.
Okay.
And then underneath here,
I love this container, by the way.
Yes.
Is it,
Yeah.
Never seen anything like
me
this.
either. So you grill on the top and you...
And then right underneath, this is our cheese, which is melting. So this is specifically
look at
for
that.
raclette. And
That's not the way
So I put a little oil on these.
Yeah.
Is that what you're? And a little salt and a little pepper.
yeah.
And
And
Is
then
that how we're
once-
prepping them? A little salt, little pepper, little
Oh,
oil.
yeah.
Yeah.
there you go.
That's a great little machine.
You're
Is that
professional
available?
already.
Look at that.
Yeah, where do they sell this machine?
So online is probably going to be
All
your
right.
best bet.
So normal
for
people, we
finding.
can buy this too.
Yes.
They're the cutest thing.
Oh,
I
but now
like,
we know what to get.
I like to let
Thank
you
you.
do it because this looks like it tastes so good.
What are you saying that I don't know how? Are you saying I don't know how to cook, Linda? Is that what you're
I've
saying?
never seen you cook.
All right, so you had
I
the
know
potatoes.
You can act anything though.
You browned the potatoes on both sides.
Mostly just the cut side
Okay.
facing down. And then that way you kind of have this nice crispy edge on one side, but then it's still a little buttery and soft on your other end.
Okay, so you gave us all little bowls, and our
Yes.
pickles are inside, and now we're putting our potatoes. So what else
Yes.
should we add to our bowls?
Okay, so you can add some crackers. We've got some salamis here. And
Okay,
then,
let me divvy it up.
This one?
yes.
Oh yeah.
Have
And
a
the
cracker.
cheese
Thank you.
is
All right,
going to
so
go.
crackers.
I like the crunchiness.
Kayleen, is this a pickled Brussels sprout in
It
here?
is.
That
What do we
is
do
going to
with the
be my new
crackers, do you
favorite
think?
thing.
So
stuff on 'em.
this is
Here.
probably one of our fastest selling pickles in the shop. They're actually coming from St. Pete, Urban Canning Company, and she does some really amazing things with pickles.
Oh, wow.
You just melted the cheese right on the potatoes.
Yeah, would you like to pour yours over the top?
Oh my gosh,
And just
okay.
make sure the other part of the pan
So-
can be hot.
Oh, Beth, I'm not picking on you, but I've never seen you so taken by a kitchen gadget. I'm
It
excited.
is the cutest thing ever. I
Just had
want
an
one of
awakening.
these.
Thank you.
Mind you, I have not turned on
this
my
is-
stove
so
in
this
a couple
is not
weeks.
like fondue. This is different than a fondue situation.
It is. So with fondue, where you would be, dipping your items
Yes.
into the cheese, in this instance, instead, this is kind of your deconstructed version. So the cheese is getting melted and spread over the top.
And I'm sorry, what type of cheese is this? Because it smells amazing.
The cheese itself is actually called raclette. It's raclette
that's right.
cheese
You said
as
the
well as the dish.
And what is that
You're making
similar
mess.
to? Like a brie? It looks kind of soft.
So it's called a washed rind Alpine style cheese.
Oh my goodness.
A washed rind is a cheese that the cheese is actually washed, maybe with a beer or just a water, a salt water solution, and it gives it this kind of orange hue to the rind. So when
Are we
you're
supposed to be
melting,
eating yet?
oh, go for it.
Oh, yeah.
So
Can we
you-
use these spoons, these
Yeah.
forks? Here,
Look
have
at
a
it.
fork.
Doesn't it look
I was
beautiful?
eating with my fingers.
Oh, okay. I guess that's okay, Jeff.
But make sure if you do get this cheese, you're going to want to cut off the rind instead of
So this part on the
exactly the orange. That's the rind, and you don't want to leave it on because it's just not going to melt as nicely as the interior.
One
of
of the
the
things I
cheese.
love about Artisan Cheese Company is if you do go in, and I go in and I'll tell you what I'm serving or what type of wine we're having, and you always help pair the right cheese.
That's good.
What is a cheesemonger? Since
Yeah.
we were explaining the names of the cheese,
That's
a title.
That's a real thing.
Yes. So a cheesemonger is someone who takes care of the cheese. That's our job. We want to make sure the cheesemaker spends a lot of time and work making their cheese. So we make sure the cheese stays at that perfect quality from the time.
So
that
it's a
leaves our
science
shop.
behind it, you know, temperatures and where it's
Exactly.
stored and how.
Yes, and if you're at home, don't wrap your cheese in plastic.
No,
this is
I
a
didn't
really
know that.
big thing.
What do you put it in?
So there's cheese paper that lets the cheese breathe, but if you're in a pinch, blue cheese foil is great, or parchment paper would be a better
Wow.
I
alternative.
did not know that.
You learn something new
I
every day on the
know.
Suncoast
Yes,
View.
you do.
Well, Artisan Cheese Company, located on Main Street in downtown Sarasota. I know you have ongoing classes and cheese tastings, and you can actually learn to be not a cheesemonger because you have the studying, but we could be amateur cheese experts.
I could be a
Exactly.
cheese eater.
Exactly. You're very good.
You're doing very well
I am
already.
doing
Yes.
well. This is very good.
Thank you
It
so much,
is. Thank
Kayleen.
you.
We are excited to have the cheese, and everyone else in the station has been lingering around when they saw the
It
cheese.
smells so good.
I don't want to
Jeffrey.
eat mine because it's so pretty.
Thank you so much for being here. And remember, now we have a gift idea for Bo Beth. We're going to
Yes.
get her one of those.
Right here.
I really like
this
this
thing.
fancy
Yeah,
cheese.
and you can have
Blah, blah,
lots of
blah.
fun.
And we are having fun. Don't you
We are.
forget, take some time, enjoy the Suncoast View.
Oh, this is so good.